Miami and Detroit, and other hotspots. And that's giving rise to heinous conspiracy theories, and even some denialism that could hurt public health.
People are saying, film your hospital.
Users on social media are showing quiet scenes outside hospitals and suggesting it's not that bad inside.
I'm sick and tired of hearing about all this fake news.
But they are lucky to be on the outside, because on the inside,
this is a war zone. It's a medical war zone.
Weeks of rhetoric from President Trump and right-wing stars downplaying the dangers looks ignorant now. Patricia Calden, whose husband died from coronavirus at a veteran's home, now worries if the home's administrator was influenced by the president.
The commander-in-chief was saying it was nothing,
And wonders if he heard broadcasters who soft-pedaled the threat.
I just can't be mad about it. I just think there was a lot of confusion. Too much confusion for something so serious.
Talk radio personalities and other people close to the president spread faulty information about the virus.
The coronavirus is the common cold, folks.
That was Rush Limbaugh back in February. As recently as last week, Rush was doubting the government's medical professionals.
We didn't elect a president to defer to a bunch of health experts that we don't know. And how do we know they're even health experts?
He dismisses true expertise. And this week, he's still focusing on the politics.
And they want you to blame President Trump for it.
The pro-Trump media is on defense, looking for any which way to prop up the president, amid new scrutiny of Trump's belated response to the pandemic. Some are still trying to downplay the severity of the disease, but most are shifting blame to China, to Democrats, and to the news media.
Incessant, never-ending, constant complaining, and frankly, lack of accountability of that guy.
Sean Hannity training his sights on New York Governor Andrew Cuomo while ignoring the Trump administration's failures. As the New York Times reports, blame the left is a big part of the playbook. And right-wing websites are still promoting anecdotes that suggest things aren't that bad. But the growing number of widows indicates otherwise.
Brian Stelter joins me now. Brian, thanks for joining us. This is not just pro-Trump propaganda. This is actually affecting public health.
And that's what makes this case different than all the other stories we've covered in the past 3 years. There's always been this propaganda machine designed to promote the president at all costs. The difference this time is that the cost is measured in human lives.
Many on the right are claiming that the government is mislabeling every death as a COVID death now. Why don't they want to accept reality?
That is the newest conspiracy theory that I'm seeing, Don. It's this attempt to say things aren't really that bad. The government's trying to lump every death, even something from heart disease or other sorts of illnesses, as a coronavirus death. That's the new claim coming from fringe right-wing conspiracy theorists. They are trying at all costs to say the death toll can't possibly be this bad because they're trying to run defense for the president. They're not even making claims the president's making. Look, the president's been behind the 8 ball the entire time, and unfortunately he has these megaphones that will support him no matter what. The question is whether most Americans will see through that nonsense and trust the medical professionals who are on the ground.
Brian Stelter, thank you so much.